So I've seen a few different videos about this sublimation hack where you can do sublimation on 100% cotton. We're going to try it out. This is the transfer powder. It's a pretty big container. Got that on Amazon. It was about, I think it was $27. This is my DTF transfer film that I got on Amazon. It was $10 for a package of like 25. And then I've also got this shirt here. It's just a Gildan 100% cotton t-shirt from Dollar Tree. I bought like 10 of them to practice with. That's probably your best bet. If you mess them up, it's not that big of a deal. So there's a shiny side and a matte side on the transfer film. You want to make sure you print on the matte side. I had a hard time with this film telling which side was which. I'm just going to size my image. This is what I'm going to use. So I've seen a few people say you have to stick a piece of paper to the back of your transfer film, tape it to get the printer to pull it through. I didn't have to do that, but I did take some sublimation paper because that's what I had on hand and stuck it in the back of my printer tray there. I don't attach it to my film. I just kind of sit it there. So when I did put the transfer film in front of that to print, it pulled right through my printer. So here you can see my image is printing out. There's nothing on the back of it. It's just my transfer film. I'm using an Epson 2720 printer. All right, so my image just got done printing. I'm gonna bring it straight from my printer over here. You want the ink to be wet when you do this. That way the powder will stick to the ink. And I have gloves on, as you can see, and a mask, because you don't want to breathe any of this stuff in, so that's pretty important. I poured a generous amount on here. Whatever you don't use, you can just throw right back in your container. And I'm just going to go from side to side a few times to make sure I get all that ink completely coated. So I've got my heat press ready to go. I've got a piece of butcher block paper down. I put my image on top and I'm just hovering over the image. I've got it at 375 for 45 seconds to set the powder. And you don't want to touch your image with that heat press. You just want that heat to set the powder for you. All right, so I've got my image down here on my shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and press it. I'm putting a piece of butcher block paper. I did have to cut some smudgy looking ink out of there. You will see some smudging. If you can cut around it, that's fine. It's not a big deal. And I'm gonna go ahead and press it for 375, and again, I'm doing 45 seconds. So I've let this cool for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off. You wanna do a cold peel, and it's coming right off. And so far it looks pretty good. You can mess with your settings to get different colors. I probably will tweak mine a little bit too, but overall I think it turned out okay. Now we're gonna try it on dark material. This is just a dark green shirt from Walmart. I'm gonna go ahead and press an image and see how it turns out. Some people say it works on dark clothing, some people say it doesn't. So I flipped my image over. I've got some butcher block paper here I'm gonna put down over it, and I'm gonna go ahead and press it. And again, I'm doing 45 seconds. Everybody probably presses differently. I'm gonna go ahead and press it for 45 seconds. So here's how the dark green shirt came out, and it's definitely not that same vibrant picture that I printed out. Of course, there's no white toner, so anything white, when you print it out, it's not gonna show up on your dark material. There's no white toner, so there's no way of that happening. So you can see the two L's are the same color as the dark green shirt. Overall, it doesn't look bad, but I would definitely stick to doing light color material for this sublimation hack. So now we're going to talk about the negative side of this. So there's been people who say, oh, that sublimation hack's that's no good. It's not going to work. Your shirt's going to crack. It's going to peel. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Well, I mean, all shirts pretty much after a while are going to do that. This one here has been washed like 3 times since I did it. It still looks the same as it did when I pressed it, so I didn't have any issues with peeling and cracking yet. I think these shirts turned out really nice. I do want to mention I have seen a lot of people say the sublimation hack has caused issues with printers. I also had somebody say, multiple people say, if you maintain your printers, you do head cleanings every day, you shouldn't have any issues. I'm using a converted Epson 2720. I haven't had any problems. I don't plan on doing this sublimation hack every day, but so far it's been pretty nice. That's gonna end my video, and thanks for watching.